All right, welcome everybody. This is International Yomi Bowl 3. cpat versus Thelo. West Realm champion cpat and East Realm's Thelo facing off in a best of 7. This is the 3rd International Yomi Bowl. It's finally the end of IYL3. I'm Leontez with Sterling Games, of course. IYL3 started in June of this year, shortly after FSX, so it's taken about 5 months for this to conclude. So we're finally at the end of a very long road. So I'm going to let these guys know that the stream is ready to go whenever they are. Casting this solo, I know that Mystic Juicer and Bomber678 are doing their own cast, so be sure to check that out on YouTube on Mystic Juicer's channel at some point. And while you're there, you can check out the Getting Good at Yomi series, which is a guide for beginners, intermediates, and experts about just basic Yomi fundamentals and how to improve small aspects of your game in a meaningful way. So, let's see, I'm not sure if they're... Once those guys are ready... Okay, so I guess Juicer's waiting on Bomber. So maybe the game won't start just yet, so... But yeah, so 2 players facing off, cpat from the West Realm. The C stands for whatever you want it to mean. It could stand for casual, it could stand for collusion, it could stand for champion today, if we see him win this. He had to beat Razik to get here, which is, of course, no easy feat. Thelo, as you all know, is the creator of the online versions of all the Fantasy Strike games that we love. If not for him, we wouldn't have an IYL. So, you know, everybody thank Thelo for his hard work and dedication to the Fantasy Strike community and for working on all these awesome games and bringing it to the world, because, you know, if we could only play this game in person, we wouldn't have these huge events like this. International Yomi League 3 had 100 signups before it started, so it's just amazing that the game can reach that kind of scope. And yeah, it's just thanks to Thelo, and I told him this in person at FSX as well, that I really thank him for, you know, making sure that we all have a game to play. It's fantastic, and many of us wouldn't be here if not for him. So. Sure where Bomber is. Yeah, Animus, I didn't get anybody. You said that you were bad and that you wouldn't want to do it, so. I would love to have Animus on for the commentary. I mean, he and I played in the last Yomi Bowl, so I think that's kind of cool. What do you guys think? Character choices, people are talking about that in Twitch. I think what everyone expects is like a Zane versus Trock. Hey, ball, nice. I think a Zane versus Trock might be pretty, like, standard picks for both sides. I'm not sure if cpat's going to go Setsuki. It's possible that he plays Lum, because if you look at Telo's whole range, like, Lum is kind of okay against Manilker, even though, you know, banishing aces and all that, but still, Lum is pretty strong against Manilker, but also really good against Trock and BBB, so I think if cpat's playing to win, he might go with Lum, yeah. Almost ready to get started. people claiming that Thelo is waiting to start running draws.exe. Maybe he can already see cpat's pick. Maybe he has that installed. Maybe he just already knows. Alright, cpat calling for... Before we start, you have not clarified. Oh, can I get expansion Yomi for Steam even if I lose? Because yeah, the prize, there's a couple prizes for winning, and of course I don't think Thelo needs a Steam key, but he actually offered up Steam key to the winner, so. Yeah, Animus is saying Panda versus Bull on round 1. That's pretty good. That's a good estimate. If he were on stream, he could actually, you know, give commentary and feedback, but maybe he won't. If you message me on Skype, I'll add you to the call, Animus, if you really want to get on, and I'd like you to. Thelo says, I accept to bestow the expansion upon your defeated form. So even if cpat loses, he's going to get a free copy of expansion Yomi for Steam. Right on, right on. Thanks, Animus. You see my cat right here? Panda versus the bull. Animus's prediction is correct. Cat right here, and oh, hold on. Let me get this. I need this. Alright, Dragon Buddy. Okay, get to the match. First turn king is a good play. Second turn king is another really good play, and also the 5 poke calls it out. This is where Lum can really devastate you with some ridiculous straights, but only a king. Like, Lum has those crazy straights like 5, 6, 7, 8 for like tons of damage. Okay, ace is actually pretty good for roll the dice. That's a lot of cards. Lum, who has been... Trock attempted throw 2 times, and Lum is sitting at a 10 card hand. Animus has been saying Lum for 1 week. Yeah. Master Blaster, I know that you said it too. I want to stroke Animus's ego for a little bit. We know he needs that, right? You don't need that, he needs that. That's another 6 poke calling out like a 3rd throw attempt. 6 poke notably also wait, what? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, 6 poke, also interesting call out because in this matchup, the speeds do matter. Like 0.4 is significantly faster than Trock's 0.8s, right? So if Trock wants to do something frisky like play 6 attacks, which knowing Thelo though, I think he's like completely anti doing that. Even though, like, you know, he's a really strong Trock player, I think he's one of those advocates of like never ever ever normal attack. So I wonder how that's going to affect this matchup. We're going to see, like... Who blocks at 10 cards anyway? Lum does. Midori does. Geiger does. Shoutouts to that awesome icon for giant growth. Better than like a little truck face. Yeah, community push from Southpaw Hair and several others to get new icons made and drawn for Yomi online. It's pretty awesome. There we go. This is like the 5th call out of kings and throws. So Trock just lands a J. J's are safe. The reason why this matchup is actually really heavily Lum favored though, it resembles the Lum Trock or Lum Rook match a little bit in version 1, except the fact that Trock actually has dodges. So, I mean, Rook has dodges kind of too. But the thing is here is every time Trock blocks an attack, he's going to lose the card. He can get big, that's cool, but you know, Lum still has that really oppressive 0.4 speed queen. He has the 1.4 jack, which is really, really good. If Thelo's not willing to play ace-ace, or I think that's kind of it, right? Just ace-ace and dodge is like the only way out of getting jack spam. So it's better for the same reasons that Lum Rook is kind of okay now. And wow, calls out the queen and dodges it. This might even be Beast Unleashed right here. Lum should always face down an 11 card hand, and with that many cards, it's possible that he has it, but why take the risk, right? Just do the 10 damage with one card, that's good. You don't want to be hitting Lum with Beast Unleashed unless it's lethal anyways, but this is the kind of problem that I have when I play Grappler against Lum too, is sometimes I end up not wanting to get bluffed by a Lum because their hand size is so big, and I throw massive supers at him. Okay, it goes for the bull charge, the 3.4 speed over the 2.2. It's like, notably, that would still... How embarrassing. How fast is King? King is 3.0, yeah, so polar cartwheel, which is a decent lead against Troc because it chips, it could recur. 3.0 speed is really, really good. It beats King. It also beats the slow J, so I guess the slow J was like a call out to Lum playing some kind of normal poke to keep... Oh, there's a king. There's the king he's been looking for this whole match. He does have it. There we go. That's a good Lum throw. He spends a War Stomp to get the dodge. Like, he finds the king with the jackpot and then says, you know what, you're not going to play it. I'm just going to throw you. Minor pump, 72 health left on Troc. So much health to cut through, even though Lum has 11 cards. Troc is fully powered. I don't know. I don't know how many aces Troc has. Wow, calling out the king yet again. Or possibly the Beast Unleashed, either way. I do know a certain Troc versus Lum matchup where a player won with 45-45 against Lum. And that's the thing that can happen. It's really hard to dodge into Beast Unleashed against Lum because he just has so much access to jokers and how much he can mill his deck. Okay, so we'll see it here. Is he gonna play it? Or does he do the safe thing and just play into the throw because Beast Unleashed is not lethal? It's a question of whether or not he's okay going down in cards, because even though he'll lose 3 aces and grab his 2 blocks back, that's okay. Kind of. It's my own philosophy, but maybe it's not okay. Maybe like if he plays Beast Unleashed now, he won't have enough firepower to kill Lum in the late game. So this is where, like, if he had Beast Unleashed the turn before, he's gonna go for it. cpat's saying you got me, but he did get him. Gutsy play from Thelo. His hand size is still 6. 8 health remaining, which means a queen or any other touch from Thelo pretty much wins. But Lum is Lum. He just drew a 7. 7s would allow him to cycle. If he were to hit the, he would draw another card, and then if he had hit the one of the aces, he would have drew another one. And cpat claiming that Thelo ran Thelo.exe on cpat's deck. Lum trying to dodge queens and ace-ace, or actually ace-ace is not possible, but now it is. Ace-ace notably in this matchup interacts with the J. It's another ace. Now he definitely has... Yeah, after he told him he has a jackpot. Let's see what he catches. If he finds that same king again. King of diamonds, yep, exactly. So many dodges. Chalk has played 4. Two of his War Stomps are gone. You're gonna dump kings to grab aces. Taking the ace out of the discard pile. All the kings are gone. This is like huge damage potential off of a combat win though. So it's brutal to like give this up, because what fully pumped kings is 30 damage. And with a known king throw in the other guy's hand, like stuff like 7 poke into K's is like insane. Jack into kings is like 34, recur, grab everything back. So that crazy lum attack damage. Yeah, Enemy is saying he doesn't agree with powering up the kings. Lockhorn Skewer calls out. Wow, he's like, I'll play it because you know I have it. 6-4 matchup, right? Stays in it, yeah. It's smart. Like, Lum versus Trock is pretty simple. cpat saying he didn't actually draw a lot of queens and jokers that game. And getting hit by Beast Unleashed in the mid-game is pretty huge. And that was a pretty big risk by Thelo, though. It just, like, there's no set play there. It's like he got bluffed one time before. Lum's got through half his deck. To play the Beast Unleashed is pretty risky, so it's... Yeah, Enemy is saying that king damage can be recurred with good roll of dice. And at the end there, Thelo did play a king, so if he had rocked one of those, like, jacks, or even just Great Pandemonium, just like a really hard hit in his face, like, that would have been fine, but having the kings for recurring is pretty big. Especially against grapplers. Because you're going to land more 5 pokes, like that. You're going to land more of those against him. More J's are going to hit. Yeah, Enemies, I agree. I wasn't really looking at Poker Flourish at that point. Just like hit Trock really hard with kings. And then you could do stuff like recur the kings and then power the kings up. That's like totally an okay thing. If he could get to the point where, you know, the damage was relevant, or if you get him below like 15 or something, then that might have been an upplay. But I think it was 62 health Trock or 72 health Trock. So yeah, two J to king combos. Dude, there's the slow J. People in their slow J's. They're so greedy. I hate the slow J. It's just 3 damage, guys. Yeah, Cloud Cuckoo Country. Fast J 100%. Even against Zane, man. Like, I just can't. 5th attack hits the king. Okay. Yeah, like, a Joker's kind of okay there, because if cpat lands like a big normal like that, then maybe... Oh no! There's the first one! Hello, please. Yeah, Hartley's saying that slow J good against Val. I guess if you play... Well, if you lead... if you lead 3 colors, right, then you don't have to versus beat it. I don't like slow J at all. I don't like it at all. I see it as kind of like a dodge follow-up in case you don't have throws or something. Like, maybe I'm just missing something about it, but it's never worth it to me to get 3 damage for a thing that loses to a lot more cards. And yes, like, Zane should never play Anarch Crusher, but he does. He has to again this matchup, so... Man, these 6 pokes are lethal. This is yeah, endless stream of high attacks. Thelo saying seriously. Attacks on king, pretty good, 12. See what he rolls, okay. Gets his king back. No joker this time. No golden joker this time. Yeah, play some of your own. I know you say, there's the queen. You say never play an attack as a grappler, but when you're playing Troc and Rook, right? You have the king that's gonna force people to play things like 6 attack, 5 attack. So your 4 attack is a good button, especially with a character like Troc who buffs them. So landing like, you know, 4-5-6 or 4-5J or something, that's not too bad. Like 4-5-6 with 2 cards attached is 21 damage. That's like an Eagle Totem, and then you get half of one. So if you can establish throw like you're doing, like Thelo's playing lots and lots of throws, normal draw. Yeah, you blocked it, normal draw. Matches his art. But yeah, if you're playing lots of throws and your opponent is playing this range of, with Lum he has so many of them, 5, 6, 7, 8 are all normal attacks, you are conditioning him to play those. So why not play your own 4s and 5s? You don't have to dodge those or play face cards to get in. You can play the 4. If he just blocks, it's okay. You both draw cards, you know? It's, I guess you don't want Lum to draw cards, but it's still better than having him to suppress you with like attacks constantly. Beast Unleashed Raw catches the 9 throw, or the 9 block. Good lord, this is like... This is real. And in my opinion, it's like Master Blaster called it. Hartley called it in his head. I really feel like in the mid game it's really impossible to dodge into big throw supers against Lum. Like you have to leave them raw. You just have to hit them. Yeah, poor Thelo. If he wins this, he's gonna have like so much collusion hatred from the Yomi community. For those who don't know, Thelo is the programmer. Great Vandemonium clashes with an Uphawk. That's a good trade for Lum. Maybe not in the health situation that they're in. 8 damage is okay. 4 gets the knockdown. One of the rare Lum knockdowns. Now we can see some crazy straights come out of Lum if he hits that 5 poke mix-up. But Troc immediately powers up for Eagle Totem. Okay, poker thing's happening now. Yo! Yo! Okay, alright. Alright, this is a game. When you play blackjack and you hit 21, you get all the cards and do the damage. You do 21 and you get the cards. The Joker is a special case where it's worth 21, so you don't want to turn it in the middle of your blackjacking because it'll automatically bust you. But if you turn it as the first card, it hits and you get the Joker. Yeah, Thelo's code was one step away. He was supposed to give cpat a 4 and then the Joker. Let's see, Eagle Totem is still very real. Queen from Lum is really, really good. He knows that Troc has a dodge, but he can't play it because it's knocked down. Queen is a literal, I can't lose the game this turn play against a knockdown Troc because it's 0.4 speed. And cpat gets Lockhorn skewered and dies. This is... time for Gold Burst, man. That's when you Gold Burst it. Yeah. Is he gonna bring out his main? Is he just Mentally guard crushed by Troc beating Lum twice. Is he gonna pick Zane? Is he gonna pick PvP? Like, what is cpat gonna do? Cpat plays everybody. He's down 2-0 in the set. He says, do you want to see something crazy? Let's see what the crowd says. They say, yeah, maximum crazy. Is he really gonna pick Zane? Here we go. Counter picks himself after being down 2-0. Five-act chanting sets, cpat sets. All right, so let's see if let's see what we say about LK404's thread tomorrow about 20XX and the counterpick carousel. Let's go. Yes, Master Blaster is correct. I would never have forgive myself. Sticking out with the 6 attacks, just saying, you know what, I hate King so much that I'm going to play a range of never lose to King. Thelo calling out those high normals forever. And then, of course, the irony of Thelo winning both games with Lockhorn Skewer as the final play. A known Lockhorn Skewer. Tenessa throws, Shenan's an ace. Maybe he has another one. He can do 25 right now. He does. Good. Excellent. We got on stream. We got 18 people on stream for Yomi Bowl 3. This is awesome. Thanks, guys. How many people are in the channel? In the actual chat. Let's take a look. Emperor versus the God. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 23 people in chat, which means that not all of them are watching. Shame on you if you're watching. If you're in chat and you're not watching the stream. Although some of you said that you're just watching the stream, so that's okay. The 9 poke nails the Lockhorn Skewer. This is how you win this matchup as Zane. It's like, if you know you're gonna lose combat, or there's only one way to win combat, you might as well play the hardest thing that wins. I'll link stream again. I'll see what happens. Oh, another king. Lockhorn Spirit comes out, number 2. So I'm guessing last time that there was no good like follow-up for cpat. Like he didn't have a J in hand or something. Because you probably, and actually, that's kind of goofy in this matchup. You actually don't want to end your combats in J. Like J makes you weaker. Like knocking Troc down makes Troc stronger. There goes another crash bomb. This is not looking okay. But, I mean, if you gotta get the damage in, you get the damage in. So now the counterplay from Troc is I can push any button I want. I can push King, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, Ace, everything works, and it's terrifying. So then Troc can now kind of just block for free. And it's interesting. Like, it's an interesting interaction. This is also where Zane lands more Maximum Anarchies in this matchup than anything, because Troc is so willing to push buttons, and this is where you just kill him. But now Zane is more apt to play funky things like a raw shoulder ram, the 4.0 speed queen. Just block. That's a really great way to build for anarchy in this matchup. It's like the only way really. But yeah, the bull charge. Again, the bull charge. If Zane had played Anarch Crusher Raw, he would have hit him right in the face and knocked him down. Bull charge, please. This bull rush. Okay, 5 throw catches the 8 throw. 4 fours go to discard pile to grab 3 aces. 2 cards in hand that are not aces. 3 cards in hand that are not aces. And only 1 stack of giant growth. Zane is knocked down. Will we see a cross-up attempt from Trock? Why did you program your draws so good? Yeah, Zane played jackpot. Yeah, Mrs. Deadman saying the same thing. Where's Lump 7? Lump 7 hits the king you already know is in his hand. Anarchy? No, Eagle Totem, good move. Yeah, the threat is, Trock can just kind of down back at that point. But it's just, in so many situations, like, Trock has the upper hand in terms of, like, the mix-ups. Like, with Zane... Oh, Bull Charge gets 10. Let's count the face cards. 2 J's, a queen, 2 kings, and 2 aces. And pretty similar. He's gonna power up on a 4-card hand, powers up to grab the second ace. So now he's holding 2 aces, 1 mystery card. It's just enough. So maybe I eat my words here because the Bull Charge gave him under 20. Come on, Maximum Anarchy into Eagle Totem. Let's see it. Let's see those silent aces. I mean, you have to power up for these 2 first, obviously. But still, that would be the most random of all anarchies. Okay. So 7 is one of the cards that he has that's not aces. Dakota, this community is dominated by the Illuminati. They have insane opinions on what is acceptable. Eagle Totem dodged, subverted. When you're up 2 games in a set and you're about to take a 3rd one, sometimes it's okay to make some critical, not mistakes, but like some really, really strong plays that... Shenanigans, please. What? I guess I didn't want to give him cards. Okay, I get it. I mean, yeah, what's 7 damage anyway? He's playing for Anarchy anyways. Okay, let's War Stomp. Stop dodging IMO. Okay, Bull Rush. Take 2 chip. Let's see if Zane powers up everything now. Is he at the point yet where we can get those 2 from the discard? Yes, you can. And cpat, you have you've milled 2 kings on Shenanigans after landing combos, so those kings are not even real. Nine Poke runs into a block. Now Trock has 2 attached blocks. He's going to get 1 card, throw the block away. No normal draw for cpat because of Trock's defense mastery. Alright, 10 card Zane versus a 4 card Trock. Trock still has a throw will kill. So Zane needs to not get thrown. He plays the queen to ensure that happens. Thelo's gonna go down to 2 cards after he follows this up. I mean, the only lethal he could possibly have is another Eagle Totem. could it be? He's waiting. He's deciding. I don't think he has it. He wouldn't wait this long. CCC says there's 3 aces in discard. I'm not even looking at that. It's coaching. CCC, please. Nine damage comes out of that poke. Putting him at the pivotal 8 point. Alright, here we go, guys. 3 5s go discard pile, grab 2 aces. Zane's sitting at a 7 card hand. He's going to draw 1. Nope, he's going to power up more. So now he's got Anarchy in hand. Chalk sitting at a 2 card hand. The mix up here is if Zane throws, he can put Chalk at a bad situation, or he can just get War Stomps. Yeah, no lethal mix-ups allowed. He plays the War Stomp, setting Zane to 6 cards. We can presume that he might have Anarchy. Master Blaster feels like he doesn't have it. I think that might be true. I think maybe he never got an ace. But we see a throw or Anarchy from him, and he Anarchies into a block. This is not looking good for cpat. Not looking good. Down to 2 card hand. It's Zane though. I mean, anything can happen, but Chalk has a lot of cards that just beat stuff that Zane does. And only 1 queen in discard for Chalk. Queens are good. cpat gold bursts. There's the queen I was looking for. Gold burst grabs 2 aces. So half his hand is aces. Throw becomes a dangerous option. Chalk looking at a 4 card hand still. This could go any which direction. Plays the shoulder ram into a block. So this block goes in the trash, doesn't attach. Chalk draws 1 card. He's going to be at 5 cards at the start of the turn, so is cpat. He just doesn't want to get hit by another Lockhorn Skewer. He showed that he's willing to play queens though, so maybe this is the turn that Chalk plays the king, or just the regular throw, it wouldn't matter what kind. Crash Bomb gets dodged. Could this be the second Joker? It's not. 3-0 right now, Thelo versus cpat. I love the accusations of like, Thelo didn't give me cards. Alright, so yeah, cpat's gonna take a second. He's gonna have to reevaluate his game plan here. He's gotta win 4-0. Thelo's just on a tear this season, man. Like, he's just destroying everybody. Like, what was his playoff record? It was something absurd. Let's pull that up. I'm not talking, am I? Right. Yeah, so in East Realm playoffs, Thelo's record was 4-1 against Bob Numbers, 4-1 against CCC, and 4-0 versus Grandio, and he's looking on a 4-0 victory against cpat here. Then, according to Mystic Juicer, during the actual season, find this number as well. During the actual season, Telo's win rate was 78%. It was 35-10. So right now he's like 45-12, his overall record this season. And he just needs one more. Good lord, man. 79% win rate all the way through playoffs and season. I think that's kind of unprecedented. I'll have to look at what Razik accomplished in season 1. Or no, season 2 is when he went 10-0. That's right. And yeah, I've done really well against Thelo too. I got a doorbell. I got a doorbell. I'm gonna go get that. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be right back. 20 viewers, sorry guys. This match should start without me, but we'll see. I'll be right back. Oh, look at that timing. So good, so good. Alright, odds of winning is 2.56% from cpat. Okay, alright. Block, block. So far we send 3, no, is it 2 or 3 Beast Unleashed come out of Thelo. Someone's going for anarchy here and it's not me. Finally, that's what I've been looking for, that 5-poke. Once a year, yeah, Thelo doesn't play normals. It's like so known. This is the game to do it. The game to do it is in the friggin' Yomi Bowl. When you talk so much about how it's suboptimal play and a grappler should never do it, you do it. That's this game. That's fighting games. That's how this all works, right? That's why we love them. Thelo actually just got back from Canada Cup playing Guilty Gear. Apparently he beat somebody who was like well known or something. Had all of all of Canada cheering for him to beat this US player, so probably in a pretty good mood from that. Supo calls out a regular throw. This is good. So like regular throw is like the only thing that Tupo can beat, but it also beats like if Thelo wants to play this range where he's playing a lot of normals these days. Then Tupo becomes much stronger. Shenanza 7 into the J, so now 17 damage. 6 card Troc hand, 7 at the start of the turn. Troc's knocked down, does he push a button? Guys, what do you think? Can cpat bring this back? Can he win this like 4-0 from here on out in a Zane versus Troc uphill war? XX says no. I like to block. King is good. JQ, King, A-face. Block beats 3 of those. King beats the other side. But it also beats the things that, that you have to play. Carandio, yeah, you don't feel bad losing to Thelo. You don't. He's awesome. Nafius says he goes to game 7 and then loses it. Drops his spaghetti in the final round. Yeah, and then so is mine. But you and I were in last year's Yomi Bowl, so we're all just elite, right? I think after this, Razik's gonna want to set against Thelo in casuals at some point. Eagle Totem gets blocked. This is huge. This is huge. Yeah, Hartley says you can't drop your spaghetti if you don't have any. So he's got to get cooking for the next 3 matches, right? So Carandio says we're gonna get a casuals room going on after this one. Whoever wins this match is I'm gonna pull them on stream and give them a little, give them some time to decompress and revel in their victory. So stay tuned after the match to see a little bit of that. It's a little post-game interview. Six calls out the Lockhorn. 9 card hand, 10 card hand for that normal draw. Shenanigans, please, please, please. You've gotta be kidding me. My goodness. Just remember, the cards you nanned could have been on the bottom of the deck. It's okay, it's okay. You may have never seen that Joker anyway. You know, at least Zane Shenanigans, the Jokers you never see when you play other characters, right? It's not... Oh, it just hurts to watch though. See that bling just go in the trash. I'm so glad I don't have like bling lum Jokers or something. That's just nonsense. Thelo's in a good mood when he gets contemplative. Crash Bomb runs right into that throw. There we go. He got one in. Contemplating Creator and Destroyer. or it just needs time to chit chat because. See how many kings went away. So he powers up for 2 aces. Okay, Anarchy could be real here. We got 46 health. Trock. Does Trock just block? Does Zane land a mix-up? Does Zane's 6 poke run into a 3 block? Because Trock has to be worried. It's either that or he's like, I'm up 3 games, I can drop 1, I'm gonna play the thing that loses to Anarchy. Plays the, yeah, like I said, the odd block, because you might as well play an odd. You don't want to get hit really hard. You might as well just play to, you know, get hit by the 6 or the 2. That's okay. But then you want to block Anarchy is like your overall goal. So this is what makes this really tough to fight against Zane when he has Anarchy like this, because he can just throw you for free. Like Grave can kind of threaten the same mix-up with his throws and True Power Storms. But at the end of the day, like, his throws aren't always threatening enough without aces to make it really that bad. And if Zane just chain throws here, and Trock doesn't call it out, he never has to play Anarchy. He just has to threaten it, and then once he's below 25, which he's about to be, 6 damage on the throw plus 7 is 13. He's going to be at 20. So now a throw kills, or, well, Slipstream notably does not kill. That's another number that you kind of want to be at, is the 19. But now, cpat's in the driver's seat. 3-way lethal, normal attack, throw, and Anarchy all wins. If Zane plays Anarchy, he's sitting at a 4-card hand, so he might still be okay. We'll see what he runs out now. Crash Bomb runs into the Lock-on Skewer, did not play the Anarchy. If he loses this match, he's gonna regret that. Yeah, Radzik stepping in. I don't know if he's been here this whole time. Is he gonna run Crash Bombs into Thelo's blocks? No, he's just gonna throw him. Excellent throw, grabs Anarchy, puts it in his hand, and then says, I'm just never gonna play this. That's not a joker, then he's gonna take this with the 10 throw combo. This Anarchy might not have even been real. Might not have even been real. It might have been just totally fake that allows him to play throws pretty liberally against a throw character. cpat wins. It's going to be 3-1. So does Thelo stay on Trock? Of course. I mean, who doesn't do this? Master Chow says, I think the C in cpat stands for comeback. Slow J runs into a block. We're going to go back to that Anarchy game. And Thelo knows. The second the first attack gets blocked, he's like, uh-oh. Zane's got 9 cards at the end of the first turn. So guys, guess what? If cpat comes out and wins this, right? cpat comes back, he wins this 4-3 with Zane versus Trock. Realize that what we have just seen is Lum losing to Trock twice, Trock beating Zane 1 time, and Zane winning 4 times. So if we really want to have these discussions about how 6-4 matchups are toxic for this game, please, just please. Okay, Queen's calling out the No, 5-back, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm saying that this happens all the time. Yeah, cpat is winning this for all of us. If he wins this, then now, you know, the truth is already here, but it's just not acknowledged. Okay, he takes 4. That's a thing. And yeah, Hartley, if cpat wins this, I think we can abolish counterpicks forever. I think we can stop talking about why double blind is a better system than center counterpick. I mean, how many Satsuki players just smash my face in? For Midori. Okay, so he finally trades it. So Troc takes 7, so it's not completely free, but with a health pool like 95, it's kind of free. Phoenix says all that it would prove is that Zane is really good. Or cpat's really good, or both. Okay, 10 for 10. That would be sad face, right? If there was shenanigans on that play. Full charge wants to do another block. Zane's got cards now. He's going to be at 10 at the start of the turn. Why do you keep blocking? Because you're not throwing. Reads are not real, right? And conditioning and range shifting are totally real things in this game. That's why we consistently see really good players at the top. Okay, Troc Armor makes this below 52. He's going to be at 48 health. Troc sitting at 74. Zane again with a 10-card hand. It's not powered up, I don't think. Or Stomp yet again. I've sorted. Wow. Is this straight or is it into Eagle? He loses a Joker for that one. 7 damage from the 5-poke cross-up. Twice per year, right? Twice per year. Maybe the cross-up is the only time it's okay to go for that. And in this matchup, what's interesting, another Troc versus Zane thing, is that normally like 5-attack is kind of risky for Troc, like 4-attack's better, because you run into like everyone else's 5-attack, but Zane does not have one. That's exactly what cpat needs right now. A huge 9 dove. This could be like 30-something. King Jack, alright. Are we gonna see the 9Q, 9J, all gold? Okay, he gets to knock down 9 damage. Only loses a queen from hand, not too bad. Is that gonna be single Joker for Troc? He has no aces in discard. He's grabbing 1 right now, and he has 2 attached blocks. Zane's sitting at 41 health, so he's a beast unleashed away from death. Troc's knocked down, cannot dodge into it. Haven't seen any aces out of cpat yet. No shenanigans and no power-ups. But it doesn't mean he doesn't have it. The raw J. See, this is what you do to beat Bull Charge. And you just take the knockdown. Yeah, because he's playing so much Bull Charge that you have to raw J sometimes. It's totally good. Master is like Zane Pro over here in the Twitch chat. Yeah. Okay. Legend of Anarchy. Creator and Destroyer is now gone. He maybe has more. He's on the floor. 56 health for Troc. This could be the time to play Anarchy because it's that situation where if Thelo thinks like, oh, Anarchy can't kill me, I'm gonna push buttons, then that's when you can hit him with it. Like, even though it's not lethal, it's still maybe the only time he's gonna get, right? Beast Unleashed coming out. Into Maximum Anarchy, called it. Oh boy. That's a lot of aces. Wampa says that's a lot of aces. So yeah, like I said, if you don't die to Anarchy, maybe it's okay to play a thing that I lose to Anarchy, and then I'm still kind of okay, but Beast Unleashed? Like... Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, CCC, I can't remember the last time I was happy to see Max Anarchy. People are actually happy watching a Zane Troc fight. It's like Zane's the underdog right now, and we're like, come on Zane, you can do it. What is happening to our meta? Telo's not happy. Let's check dodges. He could just get chipped to death here. He's got just 3 10s. Okay, okay, good move. Good move. Zane's at 19, which is not enough to kill off of a throw with no blocks attached. Yeah, 5ek rooting for Zane in this alternate dimension here in YomiYL3. Queen runs into the 4, 7 damage. Alright, game 6 goes to cpat. 4 out of 6 games have been... 5. 4 out of 5 games. 4 out of 5 have been won by the underdog character. Troc beats Lum twice, Zane beats Troc twice. And then even that other Troc match could have gone either way. You just got Anarchy blocked. Alright, now we're in game 6. Thelo's starting to lose it a little bit. His spaghetti's on tilt. He's tilting off the table. We'll see another 6 block or 6 attack out of cpat. 6 attack out of cpat. Catches the throw. See, okay, and then Master in the chat said, you know, I'm scared to turn 1 block, but I'm still gonna do it. Oh, come on! Come on, Zane! What is with the Yomi Bowl and Mills? I don't... Oh no. This is not the good start. King is a good button. It's a good button against knockdown Troc, but it has that terrible interaction there with blocks where it's not okay to let it get blocked. But because Troc has pushed so many buttons on Wake Up, it's... Yeah, life lead, we won combat, right? Full charge, block, cpat. He's just not caring. He's like, you're not gonna cross me up, Thelo. You've already played your 2 normal attacks for the year. Thelo started to tilt. He was happy earlier. He was happy all set. He was doing good, and now he's like getting into the tilt zone. Like, screw your blocks. I'm just gonna throw you. $18 damage for 2 cards. It's almost an Eagle Totem. Full charge hits a 5 throw. cpat's been really like really calm with throws. He hasn't played many. He's been playing more of a blodgy attacky game. He does play Jay in combat. He did. Thelo fishing for information from cpat. 9 attack. I like that. This is what you need to do. This is where the damage has to come from. You gotta swing for the fences and land those big 9s into truck stuff, you know. Zane bunkers, man. Here comes. 5-Ick is right. He hasn't played Jay in neutral. He played Jay against a wake up truck. Does Zane choose? Zane chooses to get hit by Beast Unleashed because he's like, no, you're not gonna play it. You're not gonna play it. Decent man. He's got the 7 to the J. Okay, this is looking okay. 53 health. Creators those aces out of his hand. Get out of here. Get out, aces. Let's see, we've got no jokers though, so he might have drawn into those, and that's pretty bad. Giving Chalk 7 cards, he has an option to wake up with. So I see Queen from cpat hitting like a Truck K or something. It's just too value for Truck not to play kings. That or he just gold bursts up or something, but. I don't like to gold burst against Zane too much. It's easier just to block on this, and then if he happens to get in, then you joker the follow-up. Get some cards. Yeah, Master wants to see a crash bomb. Xanathor, welcome. Thanks for checking it out. No. Master Blaster, man. These like armchair Zane reads. That is a combat win. That puts Zane, or puts Truck under 50. So, not so bad. So does Thelo just throw here and get hit by Anarchy because he's tired of the okay, good dodge. No Beast Unleashed though. Would have had it. Would have been the end of the set right there. Like Zane might not have a Joker. Or he might have one. He'd have to draw the only one left because he milled the other one. Wake up, block, good job. Okay. Here comes aces. At least 2, possibly 3. You could have drawn into another one. Here it comes. He's showing Beast Unleashed now. He says, you know what? 5 of the cards in my hand, 6 of them, half of them kill you. Now what now? We see Anarchy into Beast Unleashed yet again. Taking this to a game 7. Good races in cpat's pile. I'm too hyped to keep track of this stuff. I can't really... Oh. Oh. Yeah, cpat choosing not to die. He's like, you ain't got dodges. But maybe this is a tell from cpat that cpat has the Joker and he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna swing. I'm gonna hit buttons every single turn. Oh hey Bomber, go join Mystic. Oh, okay. Okay. Loves your hero. If only there was a move that beat attacks and throws and did 50 damage. cpat showing some restraint. He's like, I'm got it, but I'm not willing. It could also, like, I think he has a Joker really badly. I think this is like daring Thelo to play a dodge. Daring him to play Eagle Totem. I mean, Telo's not happy about the situation for some reason, even though he's in control. There's the throw. Okay, so if we get a good Nans here. If we see a Joker on the Nans, that's like the worst thing that could ever happen, right? Because now Thelo has the insurance that there's no, you can freely dodge stuff. Let's see what kind of combo we get. Is it just 9 into J? Throw. Okay, so he's not holding anything back. I mean, the throw makes no sense. Oh, because the creator, he had to spend all his combo points. That's so crazy. Oh, stream sees this, cpat. Stream sees it. So smart, playing the lesser damage option to get rid of all the face cards in Chalk's hand. He's gonna let the timer run out so we can take a look and see. And then ignoring this, the Queen, Queen, King, Ace, Ace, Ace. In discard pile, we got Jack, Jack, Queen. So Chalk hasn't got a chance to even play face cards because twice Creator and Destroyer has disrupted a massive Chalk hand. Oh my goodness. Timer running out puts cpat at a lower number though. Okay, worst stomps happen. Will he have to play Anarchy? Guys, are the last 4 cards in his hand aces? This is incredible. What does Thelo do? Is this Eagle Totem into a Maximum Anarchy? Crash Bomb. Oh boy, that is so good. That is so safe. Oh. stream. That's 2 jokers down on both sides. Master Blaster, what if his hand was Joker Anarchy with 5 cards? Eagle Totem. He doesn't have Anarchy. That was a crazy set, guys. He didn't have it ever. Wow, he was bluffing it. That's what the Gold Burst was for. If he had Gold Bursted successfully, he would have actually gotten it. I wonder if he top decked the 7 now, he couldn't have thrown the turn before. No game 7. Congratulations to Thelo, International Yomi Bowl 3 champion. That was one hell of a match. cpat playing Zane into Troc and almost taking it to a game 7. I mean, come on, incredible. And actually, this is I say this a lot because we talk about Troc and how Troc's really strong and really great, right? But we don't see like Troc's like winning stuff, right? We just don't. Like Zane players win stuff, Grave players win stuff, Midori players win stuff. You know, we see other characters like winning these big events. And Troc doesn't. Like Troc's a solid guy and he does really well, but this is one of the first times I've seen outside of like Deluxe winning maybe like a another like event sort of thing, you know? But this is maybe one of Troc's like first big wins. And this was like mono Troc played 6 games against Lum and Zane. So I mean, it's cool. Yeah. Alright, cpat gets prizes. I forget what they are. Troc was most played character in Summer Smash in top 8. And I recall Clan winning with like Grave Midori though. That's more the point I'm getting at. Like, Troc is strong, but like, there aren't like Troc mains that like win. You know what I'm saying? Like Satsuki 5X wins like a tournament. No one's gonna be like, okay, you know. But it's like I don't see Troc winning a lot of things. And yeah, Troc's about to win Solo Showdown. You think? Maybe. I don't remember what the... I'll figure this all out later. I don't know what the prizes are. I should know what the prizes are, though. CKR was going to handle that. I think Mystic Juicer put some stuff on the line. So in just a moment I'm going to be getting Thelo on the line. I don't see the prizes, I don't know what they are, I don't remember. Figure it out later. And yeah, you do get, if you merge your clients, you get your gold cards. At first, there was like a little bit of an issue with it, but it wasn't too bad before. So let them talk about logistics real quick. But yeah, like a 5X, yeah. It's like no one's like a Troc main. It's just like Deluxe. Maybe Deluxe does he actually main Troc? Or is it just Thelo? Or does Thelo really main BBB and he plays Troc when he feels like BBB is not going to be advantaged? I mean, Bomber plays Troc. He plays Troc, Manelker, Zane, DeGray. But yeah, not sure. Not sure. I'm still talking to cpat, so yeah, doing web admin guy stuff. Okay, I'm gonna call Thelo right now.
Hey, Leontes.
Hello, Thelo, International Yomi Bowl 3 champion. How does it feel?
Alright, it feels great.
Yeah, it feels awesome. Like, it's just kind of fun. I get to officially hand over the crown. So because I told everyone that I was still the champion for a very long time, and I had like 5 months to say that. So now I can't say that anymore. So you're currently the Yomi Bowl winner, man.
Feels great, man. Like, I've been playing this game for so long, but I keep getting second places in these Yomi tourneys, never first places.
I apologize. Like last year, I was when I was on my tear earlier in the year, I ended up like winning FSX, and then I played against Thelo in West Realm playoffs. No, it was like Flagstone playoff, whatever it was at the time. But we met once in playoffs, and I ended up beating him in Razik. But dude,
also at FSX, dude.
Yeah, at FSX. But you also won Flash Duel there, and did you win Pandante as well?
No, I got like third or something.
Okay. Yeah, you're just like the all-around Fantasy Strike guy. Obviously, I mean, you're the guy who makes it all happen. Which again,
gotta know how it works.
Yeah, that's right. You know how Thelo.exe works in terms of card draws and stuff. Which we were all afraid that you were gonna get all kinds of collusion, conspiracy threats.
Oh man.
Especially those two Creator and Destroyers. But
yeah, those are really brutal. Like, I had to. The thing is, I was really afraid of Max Anarchy for the wrong reason, yes. So I kept blocking because I was afraid of like the attack and dodge. So I would just keep blocking until he actually played Max Anarchy. Yeah. And then at some point he played King, which made zero sense if he actually had Max Anarchy in hand. So that's when I decided, okay, I can actually win this.
Yeah. So the first two games was Lum versus Troc. Did you expect to see a Lum, or was that like something you're like, whoa, I thought I was going to see Sets and Zane?
No, I was actually like, because Sets and Zane are like iffy against Troc, and I knew cpat plays Lums sometimes, I was prepared for it. But like, I'm not really afraid of Lums that are not dedicated.
Right. Like me. Like, yeah. Yeah, like. Yeah, Lum's a character you do have to play a lot, and then just like Troc is Troc, so like Troc wins that matchup a lot, even though like it's still considered like 6-4.
Yeah, like you have to actually know how Lum works.
Right. You can't just like, oh, I read a matchup chart somewhere, and I'm just gonna apply that knowledge and then do.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're like a fighting game player in general. You just got back from Canada Cup playing in Guilty Gear. So you played fighting games for a long time, I imagine, and probably like lots of them.
Yeah, that's right. I've been playing fighting games since like 2007 or something competitively. So I really like that mindset. So that's pretty much what brought me into Yomi in the first place. Like, I think the first time I actually played it was at Evolution. Like, way back in the year. Way back in the day when it was like prototype decks with Street Fighter characters and a few famous characters. And I loved that game so much that I decided, okay, I really want this game to like, it deserves people to play it. So that's when I decided to actually make the game for people to play it online.
Yeah, man. Well, we really appreciate it. Like, we had 100 signups for IYL3.
That's fair.
Like, did you think that, like, when this was like a pet project of yours, like back before we had the other, like, the old client that was kind of wonky and weird, and like now this new awesome one with the really great like health bars and the equally awesome knockdown sprites. Like, did you think it was gonna get to where it is now? Like, did you think Yomi had a future back then, and or was it just
I mean, it's always like this big uncertainty, right? Like, there's a million online games out there, so the competition is super high. So you never know actually when, even if you have the best game out there, is it gonna catch on? But I really like how it's done so far, so keeps me happy.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're doing it, so. cpat wants to get in on this. We'll give him another couple minutes, and maybe we'll get him in here if he wants to say something.
That's fine.
So there's a lot of talk, and as a fighting game player, like, you understand like matchups and matchup charts and all that, and how they can be really important in other games. And one of the things that we really like about this game is that we don't run into really bad things very often. And that's maybe the main draw for a lot of us. That like a 6-4 is like the worst we see. And something I said on stream was like, look guys, if cpat actually runs this back and he wins this 4-3, we're gonna have a match where literally the underdog character won 6 out of 7 games.
That's right.
Yeah, where Lum got beat twice by Troc, beats, Troc wins like he's supposed to win against Zane. And then Zane runs it back like 4-0, like do you think this game like has that degree of balance that you find in like better than fighting games that you play like Guilty Gear, or is it like do you think this is
I mean, inherently the mechanics are such that like if you know how the opponent's gonna act, then you basically can always counter it. So it's just built into the core of the game that there's always a way out, and you just gotta thread the needle. And then on top of that, like, you have to understand how people think. And then stuff like the rule of threes, which I alluded in my matches, like, in fighting games, people are really reluctant to play the same move 3 times in a row, basically.
Yes.
So, like, they go, okay, punch, and then, oh, I'm gonna mix it up to be unpredictable, and then you will not punch again.
Right.
However, cpat, that bastard, he's willing to block like 7 times in a row on the same situation of knockdown. Which is like...
We had a counter going in Twitch chat.
Oh my god. It's like, I can't believe it. Like...
So you had to break your...
Possibly...
And here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. In order to win, you had to break your own personal law of only 1, like, normal attack per year. And play 2.
Yeah, that was like... I had to think really hard about that one. It's like, okay, against Zane, and he's knocked down, and he's shown that he's blocking a lot, maybe I'm allowed to play a second one. But like, it's really hard, because truck normals are not very good combat options. Except in very specific circumstances. But yeah, I have to go for it. This was one.
And when else to bring that out other than the, Thelo never plays normals? You do it in the Yomi Bowl. Like, that's when you do it, right?
Yeah. This information, like, is actually out there, I believe. Like, it's very well known that I really dislike playing normals in combat, like truck normals. So I have to capitalize on it at some point.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's tech. Like, it doesn't matter what you know about a player. It's like, it's the same thing. Is if they know that you know, then you exploit them with that knowledge.
That's
it's Yomi. That's fighting games. That's all strategy games. Like, one thing I've noticed, because I'm kind of a well-rounded gamer, I play lots of stuff. I have noticed that my skills in anything that has like a versus or a PvP component have drastically improved ever since I started getting into this game. And
really, that's interesting.
What I tell people a lot is that Yomi is the game that you play when you want to be good at all other games. Because I really do believe that like the knowledge of counterplay and being able to read the opponent's options and doing a thing that seems insane but will work because it's insane like those things can apply to other games like StarCraft and MOBAs and real fighting games,
Right.
and stuff like poker even. Like there's just a lot of game theory that happens in a match of Yomi that I feel is really applicable to other things. So it's almost like the more Yomi I play, it's like I'm training for other games at the same time, and I'm not like wasting time.
Yeah, that's great. That's pretty much one of the focuses of Yomi. It's to really focus on that aspect of like how mind games work and really bring it to the forefront. So I'm really happy that it actually can work with people who are not necessarily familiar with like fighting games and stuff.
Right. Yeah, like I've played fighting games in the past, but I've given up long since like CBS2 to be good at them. So I don't know. Maybe Street Fighter V looks okay. So like you're a Guilty Gear player primarily?
Yes, I used to play a lot of Street Fighter HD Remix. I'm still bragging about my 5th place at EVO that 1 year in HD Remix.
Oh wow, nice.
But yeah, I play pretty much Xrd these days. Like, I've played Guilty Gear X and Core for a few years, now in Xrd. Like, we have like weekly tourneys every week in our local scene, and sometimes we travel. It's super great, I love tourneys.
Cool. Right, so then EVO just got announced, so I assume you're gonna go to that.
Maybe. I actually haven't looked at the announcement yet, but there is a pretty real chance.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make sure that I go too, so maybe we'll get some Yomi games in there.
Excellent.
Or you can teach me how to play Axel. So I've never really played Guilty Gear too much, so I don't really have a firm grasp of it, but it's hype as hell to watch, so I enjoy it.
Right. Axel is also one of the easiest execution characters, so you don't have to
That's good for me.
train in the lab for like months to get your real.
Yeah. Okay, so going forward with Yomi, are you going to be playing an IYL4? I mean, I guess you have to.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Gotta defend my crown.
Yeah. Have you found like any criticisms about the International Yomi League format? Like, do you think it's too long? Do you think it's just long enough? Do you like what's your opinions from playing in it for the past few seasons?
I've actually been really impressed with how well it worked. When I first heard of online leagues, these usually peter out after a few weeks, like as a general rule of online gaming. Like, people just flake, they don't show up, but somehow, by magic or by toil, people actually do show up and like really consistently, and they take it seriously, so I really like that. Like, I was impressed that you guys were able to bring out so many people and keep them in the league consistently. So I'm just really pleased with it.
Yeah, I think one of the main advantages that our league has is that because the Yomi community is small enough, you get to interface with the quote-unquote Yomi elites, right? Because there's like a lot of us. There's like a lot of really good players in the Yomi community. But this is a league where you actually get to play against them, you know? Like, if you play against like other fighting games, you're not going to run into like Snake Eyes and Knuckle Dew and all these guys, and like Kazunoko. So it's like, it's neat in our game that you get to play against Thelo, you get to play against Razik, you get to play against Deluxe if you would ever play in Yomi League, because he needs to, damn it. Come on, Doc.
Yeah, yeah. One thing I really like about tournaments is that it forces you to actually play in person against these guys who you see like on streams and stuff.
Yeah.
And you have to stop taking them as if they were unattainable. Like, they're just players with exactly the same options as you do.
Yes.
So having to play against really good players like consistently, I think it's one of the first steps to start taking games like seriously. Like, oh, okay, I can do this. Like, I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah.
Get at me, bro.
Yeah, people 4-0 me all the time, and people consider me good, so that's cool. That's good, you know?
Yeah, like, you have to... One of the things I'm a bit worried about our current culture of, like, online spectating is that you spectate a lot and then you're somehow afraid to actually play the game. But I want people to not just spectate, to actually play the game, to really be able to enjoy how the game works on a more visceral level. Like, not just be stream monsters, you know? Gotta get in there.
Yeah. Because you can know what is what in like a StarCraft matchup or something, and like just know things, but then actually playing, and then you have a lot more respect for the players who are accomplishing these things in really really high pressure situations. It's a huge deal. And it's like those are the players, like, and like you said, it's not that they have more options than you or like they're any different. It's like the guy's just playing Axel or whatever.
Right.
But the fact that they can be consistently amazing for very long periods of time, and like you've been to those like events like Canada Cup and Evo, like it's a grueling process to be there for an entire weekend and maintain like top tournament brain.
It's
so crazy.
It's quite an experience.
Yeah. So and that's kind of the thing. Like if you never get out there and do it, you can't ever truly respect what they've accomplished.
And you can't ever like actually improve and get mastery yourself. Basically, getting that feeling of mastery at tournaments is the best feeling ever.
Yeah. Like, what was your highlight from last weekend at Canada Cup?
One of the highlights was eliminating the last US player still in the tourney, which is named Josh. At some point, for some reason, most of the players had stopped playing. They were done with their pools, or they were just all watching us. And most players were Canadian, so they were just chanting for me against this US player.
Nice.
And the energy there when I just won every round was just incredible.
Yeah, there's just no better feeling in gaming.
Definitely.
Alright, man. Do you have anything else to say about your Yomi Bowl victory?
Come at me, bro.
Alright, you ready for next year? Alright, man.
Alright.
Let's get cpat on the line. If you want.
Alright.
And then you can take off a little bit after that, and then I'll talk to him for a little bit. But let's get you both on here so you can talk it out.
Excellent.
Hello, what's happening?
Animus in chat just said, Leontes, you didn't ask him about the RNG. # collusion. We can talk about that now.
Oh no, that's fine. That doesn't matter. I mean, the way I look at it, I said in chat already. When you have a game where the best players are A, really compacted, in like specific tiers, and B, only have a 60% win rate, you have to be pretty lucky to make it into the finals anyway, right? That's the way I look at it, because at the end of the day, you can't win more than 65% of your matches, especially against players of the same caliber as you, or like around that area. It's like the way I look at it, it's hard to like see when you got super lucky, but it's not hard to see when you got super unlucky. So that was part of it, but it's.
So a little bit of salt here for the early game draws and the LUM games.
I was not happy with the fact that I drew 1 jack, 2 queens, and milled 2 jokers or something.
One of them you actually got on a blackjack, so.
Oh yeah, that was.
So it was a mill, but it wasn't a real mill.
Right. Yeah. I mean, but that's the game. At the end of the day, when you're like drawing cards out of a 52 card deck, there is that small probability that you don't get, the cards that you need, which in that matchup are obviously Jack and Queen. But there's not a lot you can do about it. It's just like you just have to play to like win the game, and unfortunately that didn't happen today. But that's like not the biggest problem.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, sure, RNG is a thing that happens, but at the end of the day, you still have to play around it, and if you don't, then you will lose. Yeah. And, like, at the end of the day, I didn't play around it, and I lost, which is not, like, a huge problem or anything. Like, I mean, I got pretty lucky to make it up here anyways, so, like, I don't know, there's not much to really say about that.
Yeah. What was your thought process about switching to Zane after Game 2? Was it just, like, yo, this is, like, a matchup that's actually not that bad, or was it
I was just like, well, clearly... my backup plan with LUM, like, when I don't draw Jacks and Queens, my backup plan is not working. So just like, well, at least I know how to play the Zane Troc matchup pretty well.
Yeah.
I was looking at it, like, historically, up until today, I had a 7-2 record in the Zane Troc matchup. And is Thelo in the call actually?
Yes, he's right here.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, Thelo, I was trying to abuse your lack of playing normals, because I think that in that matchup you need to play 4 and 5 attack a decent amount to win.
That makes sense. That explains all the high normals.
I think Trock absolutely stomps Zane if Trock learns how to play the 4 and 5 attack, because the response to that is Zane playing Queen in neutral, and Zane only has 4 of those. Those are like you are like very strapped for queens as Zane in that matchup, because you have to use them as anti-cross-up defense too, as like anti-K tech, which kind of sucks that your queen, which you're only drawing 2 a game realistically because you go through about half your deck. You're only drawing 2 a game, and you need to use that for both king and for
If it's represented like 4 attack.
Yeah, and to beat the 4 and 5 attacks. So yeah, that's one spot. That's part of the reason why I chose Zane Trock. Is honestly not the worst matchup. I like I said before, I did historically like well enough in it. Granted, most of the people that I played were just not really Trock mains, but people who counterpicked me with Trock because they think that matchup's like really intuitively easy to play, which it is, but if you're missing this crucial aspect of 4 and 5 attack, I think you're not going to do as well as a Trock player who does play the 4 and 5 attack quite often, because that just opens up Zane's 6, 7, 9, and that leads to bucket loads of damage, right?
That does make sense. Like, even if it's low payoff, I guess it will catch your high normals and also your throws. And you really haven't been playing dodges much as Zane, so
I think you block more than dodge as Zane. I think if you're dodging as Zane in that matchup, you're gonna get war stomped to death.
There's that, and also you could mill really valuable things, like you said, those queens. You can't shenan those. Like you need to draw them.
Yeah. I think I was pretty okay with that. In that, I think I only shenanigan 1 or 2 queens. Like I was fine on that front. You got
a lot of really good blocks too, so that worked out.
Yeah. I mean that was the goal, because at the end of the day, the best way for Zane to put pressure on any character is with Anarchy. Which, like, sure, that wasn't the design goal behind Zane, but that's the way I'm playing him. And in certain matchups, the Trock one especially, I think that's the best way to do it. Because it's scary to throw his Trock when freaking Zane's just swinging 7s and 9s at you. Like, I've been there. I've played the other side of it lots of times. It's scary to throw.
And then that's you threaten the Anarchy, and then the throws come out, and that's how you won game 5, I believe.
Yeah, that's how I won game 5. I just threw until I ran out of throws. Really?
Right. It worked.
Yeah, it worked. It worked. If I had one less throw than I did, then it wouldn't have worked, because I used my last throw on that last turn instead of going for the super safe chip. I figured, like, you know what, like that was part of what I tried to abuse, the fact that you are probably one of the most, if not the most, just like strategically sound player in terms of the math behind Yomi. When I do kind of things that seem crazy, it's not like, sometimes obviously
it's exploitative.
Like, yeah, but like I do it to exploit my opponent, and I think you are probably one of the least exploitable opponents that I've ever played.
Wow.
In terms of, okay, like there are people who put too much emotion into this game. I've discussed this at length before. There are people that put too much emotion into this game, that put too much weight behind their reads, that like 10 throw 1 too many times. And while it may seem that I'm like that player, I'm really not. I just try to exploit the fact that my game plan, especially as of late, has been try to exploit my opponent's emotions. So that's really why I try to do that, and I think because you are such like a mathematically, strategically sound player, it was really tough for me to do that. And I didn't draw any jacks and queens, but that's fine.
And some of those Nans were the most godlike Nans anyone's ever seen.
God, did I mill 3 jokers?
You had like a 4-9, or no, a 4 joker was one of them?
4 joker, I think I milled king joker, I think I milled king 4. Yeah, I milled king 4. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, those were brutal.
I'm just like, well, And those are extra brutal against Trock because he has the innate ability to ruin your hand.
Yeah, because then you're spending cards from your hand and not from your deck.
Yeah, exactly. You're either A, not getting the damage in to kill 95 hit point Trock, or B, just like, God, Animus wants in. I don't know if you want to oblige him. No, he wants into this match.
Into this match? I'm not seeing a match, but it's okay.
No, the game that we had open. Guess Gale and me or wants a rematch. Maybe he can show me. Maybe he can show me.
He was crying in chat about how everyone thinks that it's him.
It's sorry, it's Yomi.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I recognize you as a person, Yomi, whoever you may or may not be.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, back to the God. I feel like I always do this. I get off topic and then 5 minutes later I forget the question. Don't even know what we're talking about. But yeah. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. When you have really bad shenanigans, in 17 of the 20 matchups, I don't really care about shenanigans because I'm such a block heavy Zane, so I have the cards in my hand necessary to win the game. In this matchup, it's hard because A, it's hard to block in general, which I think I did a better job than I thought I would, getting those blocks in. But at the same time, I could have blocked more and probably could have, I don't know, maybe could have won game 6 because I had 3 aces in my hand, and if I had, a little extra meat to my hand, I could just get that anarchy. So yeah, if anything, I didn't block enough, which is, a common pitfall that a lot of players go through, myself included. It's not just a newbie problem. It's an everybody problem.
That's like pretty much everybody. Every time you lose a set and you look back on it, you could probably say that you could have blocked more. And that's a crazy reality of Yomi, and honestly, it's kind of a reality of fighting games too. It's like saying you're pushing too many buttons, right? That's a real thing.
Yeah. No, that's a very real thing. That said, back to the kind of the question or like what we were discussing earlier, because you don't have as strong of a hand as you would against other characters, those really bad shenanigans really hurt you. Furthermore, I think jokers are very, very crucial to the game plan here. They're both very good at, for very obvious reasons, because A, anarchy is good, and B, not eating 45 is good. So because of that, yeah, milling a couple jokers sucks extra because you really need those jokers because
Truck is pretty vulnerable to these jokers.
Yeah, because like the queens, the jokers definitely pull double duty. Because you probably need anarchy to win the matchup because you're not winning the neutral game. And you probably need blue burst so you don't die, because it's pretty easy for Trot to get 2 blocks up. Like, there was one game where you didn't get any blocks up, I think, or maybe you got 1 up. But yeah, it's not the hardest for Trot to get blocks up. Like, I think that's just like a fact, like an objective fact. It's like unless you're playing Grappler v Grappler, but even in Grappler v Grappler, you have to attack, so it's not like you're not gonna get blocks up. So very easy to get blocks up. So Beast and Leash pretty much gonna be a threat, and that's how I kind of play. I kind of play the matchup in that, like, okay, Beast and Leash is a thing that's probably gonna be represented by mid game, so I just have to accept it and just move on, and hopefully try to get my anarchy by the time that you represent your Beast and Leash.
Yeah, and just like run the life down to sub 50 for anarchy to be the real threat.
Yes, yeah. You need that anarchy to be lethal, if anything. So even a non-lethal anarchy, at the end of the day, when Zane's at a really low health total, a non-lethal anarchy doesn't do much because Truck wins the neutral game.
Yeah, you still have to win one more combat. But
exactly.
I wanted to point out that situation happened in the match in game 5.
In game 5, I was just not. Was it game 5? Game 3, I wasn't happy with my draws.
No, it was game 5 when I looked at Thelo's life total and I knew that he had anarchy, and I saw that Thelo had 56, and I was like, okay, cpat's playing it because Telo's in a position where he doesn't die if he gets hit by it, and he's gonna play something.
Yeah, exactly. And I know, I know obviously game 3 was an anomaly because my hand was just like 4 aces and 2 other cards that weren't useful at all, so it's like, well, might as well chuck it because I'm not getting value out of it otherwise. But yeah, in the other games, it was just like, well, like I said, you were like a player that likes to, like, a very strategically sound player who just doesn't swing into random things, except for game 6 or game 5 when you Beast Unleashed into Anarchy. Like that. Like, that was you being crazy, and that was, I think, more of an anomaly rather than anything else, and I got you on that. But like I said,
in a set, you know. And when you're
I mean, at that point, when you're up 3-1 and you're stuck playing like a 6-4 in your favor, like.
Yeah, and also it was lethal at that point, so I was thinking, like, if it works, like, I win right now. So
yeah, I mean, it's definitely a fine play. I can see why you make it. Maybe I make it in your shoes, but at the same time, you know, those are like the few moments that I'd like tried to exploit, and it worked, which is good. Because yeah, like I said, like multiple times, like I will consistently preach this. Like, I think you are one of the most like mathematically sound players. And it's hard for me as a player who tries to exploit his opponent to try to exploit you. I think I did it well enough in game 5 or game 4 where I threw you a bunch because it was just like, well, I know you don't want to die to Anarchy, especially after you saw me chuck Anarchy just like willy-nilly in game 3. So it was like, well, okay, in this case I can throw you to death. And that was good on my end, but like other than that, you know, it was pretty hard. It was a pretty hard set.
That was an awesome set to watch. I had a lot of fun watching it.
Yeah. When people start rooting for Zane, like, I don't know, man.
That was a thing that happened in the stream that were like, what is this meta where everyone is like cheering for Anarchy to hit things and
yeah, like
hoping, does he have the 4th ace? Come on, let's let the dream be real.
Right?
Let's do this.
Right? That to me was the weirdest one of the set. I don't know. At the end of the day, you know, you just gotta move on. It would have been nice to win, but so what if you didn't win? It's just Yomi. Like, winning, like winning's always nice, but like at least like nothing. At least I'm okay. Like, physically, mentally, emotionally, at least like.
Yeah, no, you put up a really good fight, man, and like you guys both played really well over the course of the entire season. Like, I wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you are not the fraudulent player you claim to be.
I'm no slouch.
No slouch. You're good.
That said, going down to 03 was probably the most slouchy performance I've had in a while.
Yeah, we almost had the fraud warning come out.
Oh god. Yeah, no, that was bad, but like
that would have been 2 Yomi bowls decided with 4-0s.
Really?
Not okay. Yeah, actually, the first one was Merciful Fate versus Razik. And
I wasn't around for the first one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just happy I put up the fight. Thelo, you just like wrecked everyone. I freaking 80% win rate in IYL. How does that even work?
I just mapped it out, by the way. And his overall win record for the season and playoffs was 51-12.
That's pretty good. That said,
51-12 maps out to 81% win rate, guys.
Yeah, that's insane. That said, can we cut the stream?
Yeah, hold on.
Because I'm gonna say something controversial right now.
Ready? Okay. All right. Stream offline. Ready? Go ahead.
Stream offline. Okay. The West realm was stacked and the East realm was not. Like, I'm just putting that out there. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm just gonna chuck that out there. I had to beat Mad King, Phoenix, Rodok, Razik to get here.
And we're back.
Okay, and we're back. God, controversy, Pat. We're rocking. But yeah,
yeah.
That's it.
I'm just so mad that like the one match I lost was a freaking BBB mirror.
Yeah. That said, Thelo, come to the west side.
We'll see how many people sign up next time, and if
come to the west side and let's chalk up. Let's yeah. I mean, I'm not playing IYL4, but come to the west side, and let's put a little trash talking on this. Come to the west side and let's see those losses.
Wow. Yo. Okay. Maybe I can organize this a little bit. Maybe I can bring him over into
Yes.
like a.
Can we collude on this?
Can we bring him to like a Razik, Leontes, Clanatoy? Actually, Clanatoy was in his division.
Yeah, but Clan was playing mono BBB, so does that even count?
I mean, he beat me with Mono BBB, so
Yeah.
That's
I'm
because
really
you
confident.
obliged him in the BBB mirror. That's not. That's if anything, that's your fault.
I don't know. I don't
At,
know.
at that point, your season was like 7-0 or something anyway, so it didn't even matter. How about no, don't cut the stream, cut Thelo out of this call real quick. If that's possible, just we'll go by the honors.
I don't know Scalpel enough.
Thelo, you move your ears. Yeah, just cover your ears, which is a sound strategy if you have headphones in. So,
All right.
So cover your ears. How about we make me the fourth organizer?
I mean, are
Okay,
you?
we're back.
You're planning on not playing IYL4? You just said
I'm
that
not.
right now.
Yeah, I'm not playing.
Not playing, just because it's the casual thing to do.
I mean, yeah. Wait, he hung up on the call. He's
Yeah,
gone.
he
He
bailed.
actually
He bailed.
left.
You bailed.
Okay.
Yeah, talking
yeah.
to him on Skype. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But yeah,
That's okay.
I'm always down to TO. I won't collude or
Okay.
anything. Wink, wink.
Okay.
But-
Okay.
But if you need a fourth man, let me know. Like I tried to be the second man to IYL2 when you beat me to it. Like literally you beat me to it by like 30 minutes.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. I
Yeah.
didn't know that you were that interested. I figured you were too casual to care about tournaments and stuff.
I mean, I don't care about like performance in tournaments. I think that building a community is more important than doing well in a tournament, right?
I guess so, and I think it helps to have people who are winning and people who are successful and people see them being successful being part of it. So
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
like
it's a
I'm an
good idea.
asshole or anything. I'm like I'm not just gonna be like, fuck this site, I'm leaving. Like, no, like sure that's a thing that happens, but like at the end of the day, I'm still like part of a community and like might as well stick around for a bit. I don't have time to play because God, I don't want to go into like real life stuff, but
yeah.
I am taking the MCAT in the spring, so
There
I
you
need to spend a lot of time on that.
IYL4 probably going to start up again in like January, so that it lasts
Yeah.
about 5 months. Because this one lasted 5 months, so I was impressed by that. Like it wrapped
I mean,
up a little bit.
100 players. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if at 100 this time around. We can
We'll
get like 70, I think, is my
We'll see.
estimate.
We'll see what we can do. We'll see if there's
That said,
enough
break
of,
my ass stream.
No,
yeah.
no, keep going.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you said you want to cut the stream again. I'm like, no.
No. I said break prove that I'm wrong. Prove
Yeah.
that you can get more than 70 because that's my estimate. 70.
Sounds good. And if you're going to be a part of it, you're going to help. So
Yeah, exactly. And I'll be around enough to just like post on forums and stuff. You know,
Totally.
I
you can handle the division.
at
That's
the,
fine.
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like sure, I'm bored of the game in general. But
Okay.
you know, God, did I not say that yet?
No, you didn't.
Oh, I thought I said it in like an earlier interview. Yeah, I'm pretty bored of Yomi. I'm just here because I'm playing. Well, I'm here online because I have freaking IYL and not IYL anymore, but I had IYL up until today, and I have Plum's Lucky Lottery, which is a tournament I'm at. God,
You're hype
is it
about
bad?
because
Is it bad to say I want to win LLL a little more than I want to win IYL?
I don't know.
God.
It depends what kind of
IYL
player
is IYL is such a boring format. LL is fun.
Okay, because I asked Thelo about that, like what he thinks about IYL and what he would do in the future, and he says no, he likes how it is and how it's long and how.
Yeah,
gives
I
you-
mean, I think it's fine because I think it's one of the best tournaments in finding who's like really good at the game, and like there are very few outside interferences apart from the disparity that I talked about between East and West, which I think is a real thing. No offense to the East players, but I think there's a real disparity there. And just like disparity in the actual game where like sometimes you don't draw what you need, etc., etc. Good luck, bad luck. We had good luck all the way up to today. That's fine. But Yeah, I mean, other than that, like, I think it's a really good skill testing format. That said, I think it's boring as hell. Also, I think best of five is lame, personally. I think I would prefer best of seven pools. That said, probably not going to happen. Just because, like, logistically, it just adds so much more time to playing Yomi.
Yeah.
But I think that best of seven pools would make me happier. I don't know. I just felt like there were a couple best of fives that I stole in pools, and B, that were stolen from me in pools. That I feel like if the set went to best of seven, that wouldn't have happened.
Well, then you say things like you stole a match and then you got stolen. So for every one of those, if the other one happened, then it's kind of okay.
Yeah. Well, in my case, it evened out. Did it even out in some other cases? Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
That said, I think best of five pools is fine. Not like I can't complain about that. I mean, back in the day, tournaments were best of three.
Ooh, I was never around for that.
Yeah, best of three tournaments.
That was back when we had to do everything like in a one-day thing, right? Because the games were small enough and we wanted to get it done. So yeah.
Yeah, because the community was small enough where like tournaments wouldn't get more than 16 players. Like I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like I said, I was a really good player back in V1. The only tournaments I won, which were the norm at the time, were like 16 players, maybe a little more than that. Like it's not like we had things like Summer Smash. It's not like we had things like Tapanda even, because like Tapanda would just involve the 10 players that are currently online.
Right. And
those
everyone
would be...
there was like Tapanda quality because there were the only players.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, I think skill ceiling's definitely improved for the game in general, but yeah, awesome. I don't know. Lot to talk about. Nothing on topic. Do you have any questions about the actual game or no? I don't know. I mean, you guys
super
hyped
that you switched to Zane. That was really great. Everyone was actually on your side, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know what? At the end of the day, I think I'm more happy about that. The fact that people started rooting for Zane. Because I would never root for Zane. I think like everyone knows my opinions on Zane. I think he's too easy of a character to play for how good he is. I think his matchup spreads. I mean, if you weight all characters equally, I think he's the second best character in the game. If you don't weight all characters equally, then he's the best player. Then he's the best character in the game. I mean, if you weight characters by how important they are in the meta, like no one cares about like a random like Persephone matchup. Like sure, you're really good in that, but like that's not as important as being good against like a DeGray or like a But I think importance-wise in the meta, he's the best in the game, and I don't think that's good for the game. But that, yeah, we talked about this last time, I feel like, but there's just this coincidence that Yomi 2 has that Yomi 1 didn't have, in that Yomi 1 there was a clear best character. That character was great. It like very clearly the best character in the game. That said, top tier in Yomi 2, Troc, Zane, DeGray, maybe Grave. I think Grave's definitely up there. Sure, like maybe Geiger, but I think Geiger's more of a niche pick than anything, just because his matchup spread's like kind of bad, except for like the grapplers. But yeah, like Grave in version 1, pretty tricky to play correctly. A lot of interesting decisions you have to make. At the end of the day, if you don't have cards, you die, so you have to block a lot. Your throws are still kind of suboptimal. Like sure, that's how good Grave players got a lot of their damage in with their throws, but it's hard to get damage in. V2, Troc, Zane, DeGray, you don't need too many cards to win. Because 2 cards deal 20 damage. Like in almost all cases, except when you mill like a 2 and 3 off shenanigans, you end up with like a sad throw 2-3 combo for 11.
Yeah.
But like
that was mostly free cards, so it's okay.
Yeah, but like 1 card was free, so that's okay. The thing is, like, DeGray has a different problem where like if he has less cards than his opponent, then he just deals like bajillion damage.
This gets really value.
Yeah, and all of his cards, like 7, Queen, King, Ace, really good cards. Queen, probably the worst of that bunch, but 7's gonna win combat a lot of the time. King's gonna win a combat a lot of the time. Ace dodge is going to win a lot of combat a lot of the time. 7th throw leads to 30 damage usually. Because one of the things I believe is unless you're like in a real rut, you shouldn't 7th throw unless you have AA in hand. So 7th throw is going to lead to 30 a lot of the time. Ace dodge is going to lead anywhere from, I guess, 8 if you only go for the throw to, God, like 30 with Queen 6 Jack on turn 1.
Okay.
Right? Like, I think that in a world where De Grey is fine after playing Ace Dodge into Queen 6 Jack on turn 1, and is fine because still has 5 cards in hand, the next turn is probably a bad world. And is like not punished enough because things like normal draw exist.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut you off there and like, basically, are you just pointing out like balance issues, or are you saying that like?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I'm just kind of rambling.
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
but at the end of the day, my
your
point
was
was
you feel like Zane was a little bit too easy to play.
Yeah. I'm just kind of expanding that to the top tier in general.
Yeah.
Troc. I was just going on to Greg because I can talk about
okay.
forever.
That said, though, do you think that like a meta that involves all these characters is actually unhealthy? Because I don't necessarily think so. I think we get really interesting
I don't
matches
think it is.
Troc versus
I
Zane.
don't think it is.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't think it's unhealthy per se. I think Yomi's like obviously like a really well balanced game. That said, I think it's really easy to complain about it, as I have, and I think some of those complaints are valid. It's just not.
Everyone knows my opinion on this. It's more so the fact that like.
Well, Midori player.
No, the game is so well made that. The worst thing we can do is complain about the fact that a character is a little bit too easy to play well.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's more of an emotional problem, where you see a lot of the top tier characters and you see that, you know, the players behind them, I don't want to say the players behind them aren't the most skilled, but it's really easy to make those 3 characters work without any trouble.
Yeah, I mean that's somewhat of a design goal for the game, you know.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. If you want all 20 of your characters to be accessible, then that's fine. But like having your most accessible characters also be at the top means you have no reason to play the other characters if you're trying to win.
I try to win with those, and I don't do very well.
Yeah, well, you just have a different problem. Like we've discussed your problem before. Yeah. I'm also, by the way, now full-time. Oh goddamn, I'm not a full-time coach. I have to win LLL first. Okay, I will be full-time coach in like 3 weeks.
Okay.
So I can help you with that.
Sure.
Full-time coach.
My emotional hangups.
Full-time coach TO / maybe stream a little bit because I don't know. I have to be super conceited, but I think the things I talk about are really interesting in terms of the. So I think me because I don't know because my personality type's just like really extroverted, really. I'm an ENTJ. God, we're talking about this now.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Whatever. I'm an ENTJ, which I think does really well in the streaming world. So I think that I would make a really good streamer. Me and you, man. Me and you to the top.
Got it. Totally.
And the only reason I'm involving you is because you run the official stream. I think we work really well together.
Okay.
God, we've covered a lot today, haven't we?
We've talked about everything from everything but the match.
But everything but the match.
But it's okay. This is we treasure these talks.
Yeah.
So
at the end of the day, you saw the match already. Like, there's nothing much to talk.
It's true.
It's not like sure, Yomi is like a strategically deep game, but at the end of the day, it's just RPS, and like explaining why you chose R over P is most of the times really simple. Is a really simple answer.
Maybe not. I mean, I don't know.
I think in most cases it is, but that's opinions. We don't need to discuss that.
Yeah.
We'll discuss that for next time. We'll save that for next time.
Sure, for like a upcoming podcast or something that's gonna happen.
Oh, are we doing podcasts now? What happened to Troublesome Rhetoric?
It could be a thing. Sure. I don't know. I'm not sure.
We'll page Redless on that.
Yeah,
do that.
That thing took forever to come out.
Yeah,
anyway, all right, so yeah, I just want to say, thanks to everybody involved with. Thank you, cpat, for your long-winded rant about
it's been,
meta. And...
I'm looking at this call 32 minutes.
Yeah.
If we have any people, I'm gonna quickly log out of the stream and see like one viewer left. You.
Just 10. 10 people.
Oh my
stayed
god! Why would 10 people want to listen to me complaining about that?
You just said that you are like the key to like the future of streaming, and why now you're gonna say that? Now that you're gonna say that, why is anyone listening to me?
God, don't ruin the setup.
Is that the joke?
No, that's not the joke. That's just you complimenting me. So thank you.
Nice. All right.
I gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So thanks again for everyone who's tuning in throughout all the playoffs and International Yomi League 3. It's a long haul, 5-month event. cpat, thanks for being casual through the entire thing and making it to the end without disappearing.
Yeah, right. To be fair, last time it was a virus on my computer, and I was just like, well, I have to walk like 10 minutes to do a Yomi match, and it was just like logistically it didn't work. Like I was really busy, and it was just
I was supposed to play you, and you disappeared, and then you told me that you had some like theater thing to do, so that everyone was saying stuff like, "Man, if, like I had like fell from the rafters and took him out or something." Who knows?
Right? Like people thought I died. No, actually, what happened was, I guess we can delve into personal life a bit. I don't like talking. No, it's a really short story. I promise.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So for those of you that don't know, my ethnicity is Indian. My parents are from India. I was born in the States, but my parents are from India. Because of that, at the school that I go to, I'm really involved with kind of like the Indian culture behind it. So I'm part, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm part of like a competitive Indian dance team at school. Like I'm captain of it this year. But like last year I was involved in it, and every year we put on a show called like just like our culture show, like, and I happen to be like the director / MC / working on it super hard. And that was the week that my laptop also died. It just like gave out. The hard drive was like it was click of death. For those of you who are in tune with that, it was click of death. So hard drive was out. It was just like a pain. God, I don't want to trash HP in this stream, but it was a real pain to deal with customer service. God, certainly, I should say that.
Is this the story? Like, where is this going? Your battery died, and then you didn't play. That's okay.
No, my hard drive died.
Your hard drive, fine.
So yeah, I was gonna have like a little discussion on how HP's customer service.
No, we're not
great.
doing that. We're not doing that right now.
But tech repair was not so great. That said, and end of story, did not have working computers and was super stressed out because show was in a week and was spending 8 hours a day on show, and combination of that just meant Yomi was put. Yeah, yes. Yomi was
all right.
Was not a priority. Is that acceptable?
I kick you off. I'm about to like.
I cut that story down to 2 minutes.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to just boot you and just get rid of you so I can sign off.
No, I got this. In conclusion, thank you to CKR, Courier, Bomber, Leontes for running IYL3. This was cpat joined by Leontes, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
God, I hate when I do that. I was steal your stream and be like, it was me with you. I gotta work on that. That's a personality flaw. That's the ENTJ.
Right, hold on. We gotta wait.
Okay.
We gotta wait like 50 seconds.
Okay. This time I won't whisper audibly.
Okay. All right.
Okay, ready.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. You take care now.